Now, your host, Terry Owens.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, Father's Day is just around the corner. That means men all over the country will be treated to fancy meals, gifts, and other expressions of love. But thousands of others will have no contact with their kids. That's because many of these men are estranged from their children. Here to tell us about efforts to bridge that gap are Johnny Rice of the Center for Fathers, Families, Workforce Development, and Lance Holly, himself a young father. Johnny, you all are preparing for a major conference here in Baltimore.
Right.
What excites you about efforts like this?
Well, Terry, on June 15th at the Baltimore Convention Center, the Maryland Fatherhood Initiative will sponsor a conference for fathers and their families within the Baltimore community. The goal of the conference is to promote responsible fatherhood and positive male development. A lot of research has demonstrated that if a father isn't actively involved in their child's life, they're more likely to engage with the criminal justice system, commit suicide, engage in sex at an earlier age. So one of the things that the governor is trying to do through having regional conferences throughout the state, particularly our conference in Baltimore, is to bring together practitioners as well as policymakers and most importantly fathers to discuss the legacy of fatherhood in Maryland and what we can do to reduce the incidence of father absence in the household.
But what excites you about this effort? Why is this so very important from where you sit?
Well, I'm a father, and particularly in thinking about growing up, the impact my father had on my life, it really encourages me to, well, it kind of formed the person I am to help me to be the person I am today. And a lot of youth in Baltimore City and abroad other regions within the city don't have that kind of peer support. And without it, they're left to their own devices. One of the things that's going to happen is we're going to have concurrent workshops addressing particular issues that are pertinent to fathers. We're going to have mental health workshops. We're going to have workshops dealing with youth violence by Dr. Carnell Cooper, University of Maryland Shock Trauma System. We're going to have Dr. Mac Barner talking about preventive health maintenance. But also for those fathers who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs, we're going to have Curtis Collins from Access One there, giving a presentation, how can you empower yourself to create your own business and a career. So it's a lot of fun activities. We're going to have free health screenings from HIV to diabetes, taking a proactive approach, doing the proper health maintenance. We're also going to have a career fair there.
Well, let's get Mr. Holly in here to talk a bit about some of the challenges that are facing young fathers. Mr. Holly, you're a father of three, I understand?
Yes.
What are some of the issues that you confronted as you tried to be the dad that your kids needed growing up?
Basically, I confronted just accepting the fact that I was a father and dealing with my three kids and their moms.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest problem.
Okay, so your children have different mothers?
Yes.
Okay, and the kind of issues that poses, Johnny, sets him up for all kinds of frustration because the system says X, Y, and Z about these relationships. And
yeah, well, we'll have experts there from the Baltimore area that will be able to address those, particularly support services for fathers. How do you navigate the child support enforcement system? We're going to have representatives from the Legal Aid Bureau assisting with fathers knowing their rights and responsibilities legally and in all kinds of areas of their life that they may have. So we will have support services there that will encourage men to actively play a positive role, not just in their child's life, but in the community as well.
Lance, how are your relationships with your kids now?
It's getting better. The relationship, especially with the kid's mom, is getting much better too because sometimes being young, you know, you have a lot of hostility being a father, so I'm bridging that gap.
Okay, good. Well, this conference is coming up again on June the 15th.
June the 15th.
This is free?
It's free lunch, free health screenings, career fair. It's open to the general public.
Well, we certainly hope that everybody will take advantage of this opportunity. Sounds like you put together a tremendous program. Guys, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, John.
I appreciate it. Up next on To The Point.